My dearest family, I hope this letter finds you well. At the time I write this, my party is sleeping in the cart as we head toward our kingdom's eastern border. We've packed sufficiently for the cold, at least, I hope. Our furs are thick, our bags packed to the brim with alcohol and material to start fires. Our wizard is huddled up in a corner of the cart, drifting to sleep while writing something in their spellbook. The healer and one of our knights have bickered each other to sleep. Don't tell them, but I feel like there's something behind their prickly exteriors. And the knight, the guard that I had personally asked to accompany me on this journey, they're resting their head on my shoulder. It's no secret to you that this guard sends my heart fluttering into the ether at the mere sight of them. I've not kept it hidden in our time growing up, after all. Our journey so far has proved interesting. Encountering the rest of the group was always a memorable time, mostly because the guard is rather protective of me. Not that I blame them, I actually quite appreciate it. Sadly, I fear that the archer has noticed my writing of this letter, despite them being the ones steering the cart. Normally, I'd write it off as me writing some songs, but the ranger isn't exactly a fan of my musings. How are things back home? Father? Mother? Are you too well? I know that with age your body grows frail. I jest, but I do hope that you two are well. I've overheard the healer talking about taking a break for a while. If the others agree to it, I'll take that time to return for a visit and tell you of all of my adventures so far. Brother, how are things with you, Your Highness? Has the crown treated you nicely? News doesn't travel fast. Just yesterday, as we left the town where we got our supplies, I heard news of your coronation that had happened half a year ago. It's honestly quite disappointing that it's taken this long to get this far. Perhaps we should work on that. Sister, I do hope you write me. You are always best at telling stories, so if anything happens at home, let me know. Our group frequents the city of Yilan, and we've become familiar faces to the locals there, so perhaps if you send a letter there, we'll be around to receive it eventually. As for me, I've been well, but I will not lie to you. There were times where I almost drew my last breath. Thankfully, I was protected by my peers. I've also found a few wondrous things, magical items that bend reality to their will. Some in magnificent ways, others not as practical in battle. One that I am keen to show you is a flute that paints the air with a sweet smelling mist as one plays it. In battle, it's not very useful, save for allowing me to cast magic, but it does lighten the mood whenever the need for it arises. I pray to the gods and the stars above that one day I get to bring you all along on a trip to these places that I've been. I haven't left our kingdom, but it feels like I'm finally seeing the world for what it is. It's beautiful out here, outside of the city, outside of the palace walls. I'm mesmerized by it every night that I look up and see the stars. And I know that you will be too. Till next time.